So I got the header off, or just pulled to the side. It's off the studs on the head, and drained the coolant. You can see I got this upper radiator hose right here off as well. And now I took all the nuts off of the fan, and you can pull it out without pulling the fan shroud off. Here it is right there. That is our fan. And that's just 4 10mm, and it should come off fairly easy. And then I disconnected the overflow right there. Now down here on the sides, there's 2 12mm on each side. You can do that, and then we can lift this radiator right out of here. I'm going to do that real quick. And using a deep socket to get these loose. And the reason I'm taking the radiator out is you don't have to, but it gives me a little bit more room to do stuff. And you eventually will have to pull the crank balancer. You have to pull the crank balancer bolt off. And the reason you have to do that is because you're going to have to re-time this engine. It does have a timing belt. And the sad thing is, this is a new timing belt on this engine. So we're going to be reusing everything. Seriously, it's got less than 1,000 miles on this timing belt. And it sucks that it went out like that. That's how it goes sometimes. And these heads are notorious for like cracking and stuff, and leaking. There's like a, I think there's like a center plug or something in the middle. They're known for leaking and cracking and stuff like that right there. So, and whenever you get them machined or surfaced or whatever, a lot of times what they'll do, they'll put that plug in there and they'll weld it up. They like to weld it just to get it to keep from leaking anymore, because it is such a known issue. If you're doing this job and paint block with welding with him like I did, if you're doing the job, ask your machine shop about what they recommend doing that. Because I know the machine shop I use, they do recommend doing that a lot of the time. I wish I brought my little impact driver. Alright, now I should be able to just lift this out of here. There's 2 little 10mm over here. I do not remember ever being in the way for some reason. So I guess we're going to be pulling these 2 10mm off. Let's see if that, yeah. And that was the radiator coming out. Here's where the radiator was. Those 2 10mm are right there. Here's your header that we have loose. You can see it moves a good bit. Throttle cable is just 2 jam nuts. Took this water line right there off, and that runs under the intake. So we'll have to pull the intake just because that attaches to the intake mounting bolts and holds it in place. You have this water line right there that runs to the back of the timing cover, runs around, and that runs to this heater hose right here. And then you have this heater hose which runs down into a line that runs to the back over, where are you? It runs down in here. It's kind of hard to see, but it runs over and attaches. So we have a lot of like little water lines to do it, but next thing I'm going to do is pull this timing cover off real quick and kind of show you the upper timing gear, and then we'll rotate it and get it in time. Okay, so got the timing cover off, got it kind of zoomed in on here, and you can probably see that one right in the middle. Well, I don't know how well y'all can see, but right here on the one, you still have to turn it just a hair. But right here on the one, there's an arrow. That is for your number one cylinder up. Right here on the timing cover, there is a little arrow also. You want to match those up. I am really, like, I'm only like one tooth off, so I just have to turn it over just one more tooth to get it to line up. And when you do this, it should have a notch on the crank as well on the harmonic balancer, and it's going to line up with a timing mark on your timing cover. And then that's how you do the that's how you line up the timing mark. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. But you line up those two marks right there, and your timing is like top dead center on crank and on your cams. But like I said, I got to turn it over just one more tooth, and the crank on this one is a 22 millimeter on mine. If you have an aftermarket bolt, I have seen where some of the aftermarket bolts are a 21 and even a 19, just depending on what brand you get. So you may have to just check, make sure that you have the right size, but it's going to be between a 19 and a 22. I've never seen one other than those three sizes. The majority of them are 22 in my experience. Like I said, I'm just going to turn it over and use a 1/2 inch ratchet to do that. Now, we're exactly on top dead center. That's my timing mark. It's a tiny little notch on the harmonic balancer. So keep a flashlight down there just so you can see it. It's really hard to see. So next task, zoom y'all out, is we're going to pull this intake off with the carburetor still attached to it. It's 12 millimeters. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and it looks like 2 of them should have brackets attached for this water line that comes in right there. Oh, also there's a temperature sensor right here underneath that line too. Don't forget about that so you don't tear that off. But now, I think I got everything. Once I get the bolts off, I'll kind of show you where they're at on the head. And then once we do that, I'm going to loosen up this, take the timing belt off. That is your tensioner right there. That should be a 14. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and do that. And I'll loosen that up. And that way I can just take tension off of it, and you can slide that off. You may have to use a screwdriver. I had a screwdriver up here. I don't know where it went. Right here. So, use a screwdriver to kind of help you take the belt off a little bit. And whenever I get, because it's going to be a while at the machine shop that I take it through, they are kind of backed up, and they're one of the only machine shops around that I trust. Because I've had some bad experience with a lot of them around me. Try to use the one that I am real comfortable with, and he's reasonably priced. He's helped me out numerous times. I just want to hurry up and get this head off and get it to him. And there you go. Timing belt is off. And once I get the head off, I'll pull everything else off. But for the time being, I just want to show y'all how to get this head off of here.